YouTube, good morning. This is the Miss Tia Show, and I am Miss Tia. Do we have a battle? Do we have a
She says
battle?
she's been bitten from head to toe.
I don't know what been chewing on me, but I know I'm ate up on me. Watch how she up the score, her number 4 play 4.
Yes. Do we have a battle? Oh my God. Listen, good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I put up a post on my ex, right? I think I said something like, honeycomb braising and finesse 2 times. At this point, you guys are gonna have to battle for the streets. I said the best 3 songs will take the king of the streets. And I'm like, so let's go, boys. And I'm like, what a money men there. Put the money up. Let's put some money on this. So shout out to finesse 2 times in honeycomb brazy. Listen, yes, I'm being messy. Yes. But listen, this is the culture. This is the hip hop rap culture. We battle. We battle for respect around here. And to see those guys constantly going at it, it's only right that we have this battle for the South anyway. So anyway, I don't know if you guys paying attention, but finesse 2 times, he dropped Lil Debo this morning. Just crazy. One thing I was saying to Honeycomb Brazy in this message, and I hope he's seen it. I said, Finesse is a fucking hit maker. He's a hit maker. So you gotta watch him. He's a hit maker. He's from motherfucking Memphis. This is where the House of Blues, this is what it's in their blood to make hits. They got it in their genes. But oh baby, don't count Alabama out. Y'all know I'm for Honeycomb. It's Alabama all day. Honeycomb is the best storyteller of his generation. I said it. Of his time. Now, I don't need y'all in your feelings. Of his time, of his run right now, Honeycomb Brazy is a great storyteller. Now, a lot of people don't give Honeycomb Brazy his moment because you're missing the fact of what his artisticness, right? He's from the South. He's an Alabama native. That's a stigma already. But I'm telling you, the guy is a great storyteller. Finesse is a fucking hit maker. Now listen, to my church people, listen, I'm going to cuss today because, you know, I'm in the streets right now. I'm in the streets. But Finesse is a hit maker. Oh, yes, he is. So that's what you got to watch. I always tell people these artists are the same people. I always tell people Doechii and Doja, it's the same people. But Finesse 2 time and Brazy, Honeycomb Brazy, it's the same people, but different. Once again, Honeycomb, his ability, his superpower is he can tell stories. He's a great storyteller. Finesse 2 times ability is he's a hit maker. He can get on any beat. It's just in his veins. He could do it. So he did the first drop today. He did Lil Debo, right? If you following this, I wouldn't say beef, but if you following this little confuckle, right? The guys are really agitated with each other. I think it's basically more about who put who on and who ain't probably coming back and reach to bring the other one up. I know they might say different, but as I'm looking and listening to the different interviews between the both of these hip hop artists, right? Both of them is pretty much saying the same thing. I put you on. I brought you. Well, where you at? What's up? I think Finesse 2 times have said before, he know that Honeycomb Brazy brought him to the table, right? But I think Honeycomb Brazy in so many words is saying, you ain't did your kickback proper. You haven't done the proper kickback concerning me. And I think that's what a lot of it is. But man, I would love for both of these artists to get on a song, which I know that seems like it's impossible, right? But I think it would be great if they do. But in the meantime, I think we deserve a battle. I said this morning, Honeycomb Brazy, get up. You at war. You can't sleep when you at war. Get up. Get up. Get up, cause it looked like Finesse 2 times ain't sleeping. Him and Sugar ain't sleeping over there. See, I told you, Finesse got it in his blood. Him walking, he makes music. That's how good he is. But once again, I'm vouching for Honeycomb Brazy. His storytelling abilities can really crush Finesse 2 times. I'm sorry. It just depends on how he lay it out. He can really crush it. Let me say this too. Let me put my disclaimer out. I want to say Sean Cotton. I want to say Rainwater. Because first of all, Rainwater must have given Finesse 2 time permission to have Mo 3 on the beginning of the video, which already cue Rainwater. That's cheating. You know Mo 3 is a staple in the South. Especially this deep in the South. He's a staple. You see Mo 3, that automatically brings a crowd. So you're cheating. So Texas, y'all can't stand behind. I'm so messy. Texas, y'all cannot stand behind Finesse. We're all from the South. He do not get... I'm mad. Texas, y'all choosing sides already and I'm mad. First of all, I told Honeycomb Brazy, I said, Honeycomb Brazy. I'm speaking through the screen, right? Because I don't know none of these people. But I'm watching. You know, sometimes the people on the outside can see the play different from when it's on the inside. So I'm like, Honeycomb Brazy, do not interview with anybody. Because to be honest with you, Sean Cotton, he's really the DJ Academics of the South. He's treacherous, right? Sean Cotton is kind of a wizard too. He thinks Sean Cotton mentality is any publicity is good, but not in this time. You gotta be careful because you control yourself out of your career. So not necessarily in this moment that talking crazy and going against people in this time is great. You got to remember the tide had changed. The tides have changed. Things are different. So Sean Cotton, his mentality is, well, you got to talk messy to get the attention. True, you could, but would the attention bring bad energy or will it bring good energy? I think I talked about this. So that was my concern about him interviewing with a Sean Cotton, a DJ Vlad, you know, the big three, the academics, right? The messy crew, right? Because so many ways they think that they are building careers when actually everybody that they put their hands on, it really destroys their career. Nothing really flourished out of those interviews amongst the top three, right? They call themselves the big three, right? So when you think about it, even when you watch DJ Academics, all the dominoes falls around him. See, he feel like because he's in the spot and but nothing's good. When he's over there with the NBA young boy, it's mess. Now he over here, it's mess. So not necessarily. So that's why I say Sean Cotton, because I knew once Honeycomb Brazy interviewed him, it was gonna, spark up some more trouble. I knew that. And not in the right way. So that scares me. Once again, I told Honeycomb Brazy, people are watching. They want to know, would you be a liability? See, that's the stigma that's over a Honeycomb Brazy head. Is he a liability? Could we get our kickback if we put down, our money, if we invest? A lot of people we're in a time where investing, right? So once again, I feel like all publicity in this time, it's not good. It's not good. So I'm kind of upset with Sean Cotton because Sean Cotton is pretty much a one-trick pony. He haven't realized he do not grow or expands people's career. He talk with the messy, right? He keeps you in this bubble. But the thing about Finesse, and this is what I watch about him, that motherfucker can rap. He can rap. And this is what Honeycomb Brazy gonna have to do. He gonna have to out-rap him. That's the only way he gonna win. And I think I said in my post, like, who am I? But listen, I'm watching. I said, the best 3, 2 out of 3 anyway, gonna take the streets. And whoever win, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Get on the song together and help move this culture, this rap, this hip hop. You know, the South, we have always had to sometimes come in and rescue and help pull this culture. Don't make me call no names. I ain't trying to call no names. But we have always had to come in, yeah, and carry this thing when the East and the West got out of control. I don't feel like doing no history right now. I don't want to do history right now. So I could see this being a great thing for the culture. Remember, y'all take all of this into consideration. That's why I don't want this to go too far. To the men, Honeycomb, Brazy, and Finesse, don't let this go beyond the music, because this is what we're trying to show, that this music thing is here to stay, and this is what we need. Listen, the people that be the power, the money people who's paying for all of this is trying to bring in the AIs. They're trying to push real human beings out. They're trying to copy our aesthetics. They're trying to copy our movements. They're trying to copy all of this and put it in the AI and say, we don't need you. But this is where we come to make them a liar. So at the end of the day, not only we realize battling amongst ourselves is stupid because our enemy is trying to take us all out. So we just got to really come to a point where we got to say, what's the bigger picture? So I'm excited about the battle, but I want everybody to know who we're battling and why we're battling. You're battling for this art. This art is trying to be destroyed. I don't think you guys paying attention to that. I'm mad at Sean Cotton. I'm mad because I know he was gonna do that. I knew Honeycomb Brazy was gonna walk into that trap. And I ain't gonna say this because I don't know everybody's pockets, but I do know this. Sometimes when you need money, you will do what you gotta do to survive. You got to think about it too. Shout out to Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 times. These guys coming out of prison. My brother-in-law used to tell me this. He should say, it was easier in prison. And I hear this. This is what scares me about the Brazy and the Finesse 2 times. My brother-in-law used to say, it's easier in prison. And I was saying, why? He said, because you ain't had nothing to worry about. So to be honest with you, it's really hard for these young men who come from that walk of life to come out in the mainstream and survive, right? Because it's hard out here. You got to worry about rent. You got to worry about taking care of people, household, the enemy. When you over here in prison, you ain't got to do a lot. So even that mindset got to be wiped completely from these young men's mind. So that's why I was really like, no, we got to be careful with Brazy. I be over there on other folks' channel talking crazy when I hear them really trying to spark or pull some of these young men back into their life. You got to realize you're working with emotions. This is to the young men and to the people. You working with young emotional men that's all they know is to handle their business in the street, right? And to them, who I'm going to take out, who we going to say, that's the way they have always understood living. But that's not so. This is a time where a lot of these young men and women could leave that lifestyle and make a great career out of themselves. And I feel like Honeycomb Brazy need to be around people who can help him escape that way of thinking so he can become successful, right? It's a lot of ways he could become successful. But anyway, I'm enjoying. I hope this become a battle. I really do. I hope it becomes a battle because hip hop needs it. Once again, people trying to wipe this thing out, and it gonna have to take people to come in and carry it. And a lot of you older people who's been in this industry a long time, allow the new people to come in. That's how you grow the culture. If it's from media, if it's from the music, if it's from behind the scene, you gotta allow new ideas and new minds to come and sit at the table to push this thing called the culture. See, and this is what I hate about a lot of the people that's been sitting in the seats for decades because they're fearful of their job. How we gonna push the culture and you won't move out the way? What they used to call it, pass the baton. Pass the baton so the culture can grow. But listen, I'm watching the battle. I hope it becomes a battle because it's good. But Honeycomb Brazy, you gonna have to out rap Finesse 2 times. You're gonna have to out rap him. He's good. He's so good. It's easy. So you're gonna have to come. You're gonna have to go deep. You see he over there talking about I lie. You see him over. Oh my God. Oh. Listen, you're going to have to out-rap him, Brazy. You got to out-rap him. God damn it. I said to myself, fuck. I knew when I woke up this morning, I saw he dropped Lil Debo. Remember, he was already on his live talking about, my dad is Debo. I'm Lil Debo. And then the song he talked about is on. Y'all done got me popping. Listen, I want to say this to the guys. Let's keep it on wax. You guys deserve to be out here to live your life and raise your family. Don't let people trick you out your position. But this is the culture. And whoever wins, take the king of the streets, especially in the South. And then after that, y'all got to get on a song and help push this culture. Man, let me get into some more topics. Let me get to the next topic. Listen, I don't want to stay long. I don't want this video long because I'm watching the streets for the battle. I'm waiting for Honeycomb Brazy to drop. But listen, in the meantime, let me get to the next topic. JT, one half of the City Girls. I don't know if you guys seen this week, but she's on tour with Jeezy, right? The Snowman, right? So I don't know if you guys seen this, but she bombed at her feature being on the card of the concert. Listen, she was in Florida. I didn't understand how she bombed in her home state. But listen, this is what I tell a lot of the artists and people, right? You got to know where you at. You got to know who you're with and where are you, right? So you got to think. She to me, I felt like this shows the difference between a real artist and to the people that the industry plant amongst the real artists. With her team not knowing you're at a Jeezy concert. First of all, you got to remember, ain't nothing in there but dope boys, old dope boys or the new dope boys, right? Especially the old dope boys. Let's say from 38 and up, right? That's who up in there, right? And plus you got old hoes, right? They up in there. So to be honest with you, they really come for Jeezy. They come to hear that old dope boy slang. They coming to, who am I doing? See, they coming for that. They ain't really crazy. Now, they see the city girls. They see the young girls. But they really know this life, what Jeezy talking about. So you got to know your crowd. I said on my ex, I shouted her out. I said something to her. I said, you should have walked in playing some Trina, some Kaya, or some Jackie O. So you got to know your crowd. If she would have did snippets of those 3 legends from out of goddamn Florida, Miami, right? She could have grabbed that crowd. You gotta know where you at. You gotta know who you speaking and singing and playing to. That's another thing from a real artist. Why you think when Beyonce going to the different cities, she grabbed the hottest thing of that city, find a way to remix it into her songs. And that's how she grabbed the people in that moment, right? When she go to Texas, she'll grab X to plug, right? When she goes somewhere else down south, remember when she did 803 Fresh, Boots on the Ground. Beyonce got away. You remember when she did Soldier Boy? When she was wherever she goes, she know it's a method to the madness when it becoming an entertainer and you ride these streets. This is something that the new artists don't understand. This is why they get in a place where it shows who they are on this scale, right? Should you be here or not? Who said that? I think it was Pusha T. He said, we're in the moment where you got to be real MCs. We're in the moment where it's real rap. Sandman, come and get him. Come and So Sandman is pushing you off the stage if you can't show up. Now listen, everybody know too, Miami is the favorite city girl, right? So this is the time you should have said, come on the stage, we're in Florida, let's do our thing. And start from your old hits, I Take Your Man, Salt and Pepper, right? Once again, another legends that you should have came and played that. Right? You got to be careful doing your new music. People don't like new music. I'm one of them ones. I don't want to hear nothing new. Nothing new. If I'm coming to see Jeezy, I'm coming to hear that old dope boy slang, and we gonna party like that, right? So, once again, she should have came in, told y'all to get down now, right? Hold up. So, right? You old hoes. It's some old hoes. Retired hoes. I can't be here all day. So once again, to the young artists, pay attention. It's an art to this thing. Why you think they call it artistry? It's an art to this thing. You got to know how to come in and captivate the crowd so you can make it. To be honest with you, JT, you practically a new artist right now. Leaving the City Girls put you back into the category of a new artist. So you got to pay attention. Read the room or you will not survive. Okay, let me get to the next topic. I'm sorry. Before I leave out of here, Portia Williams. Everybody know Portia Williams, right? From the Housewives of Atlanta. Recently, she's showing up she's showing up on the internet. Just really showing us where she is in her life. So now she's dipping in the lady pool, right? You know, I'm a girl from the hood where I came from. Once you start crossing over to the women, that means you was wore out with the men. Back in our days, when the women would do that, they would even leave town and go find another place to start hoeing it, right? That's just what it is. So I see that Portia then moved on into the next gender. Portia, sit down. Sit down, Portia, because you ain't gonna find yourself over there either. Isn't it crazy, right? Beautiful women, but toe up in the inside. This is what I be telling the men. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. So I wanted to say this to Portia. Be careful. You ain't gonna find no love over there either, because it's about you, Portia. You're running from yourself. Stop it. And this is to women who probably going through this. This is what I wanted to say, because I saw in the news, and y'all know me, I always come in with my word of the day or something I can say positive to the people. But I'm watching her and I wanted to say, Portia, it's not about a man or a woman. It's about you. And you got to figure that thing out. This is about you, baby. So I don't care where you run. You can get a woman now and a dog tomorrow. You still got to sit with yourself. It's about you, Portia. This is about you, sis. I don't know if y'all remember this about Portia, but Portia used to be a minister, right? So once again, running from who she really, her real purpose. I don't think a lot of people know that. Portia started off as a minister. She was a woman who spoke about the gospel. She preached. She literally stood in the pulpit and preached. So she know her purpose. She know what she's supposed to be doing, and she's running for it. And she's running from it. But you know what, Portia? I give grace like God do, because I'm a person that needs it too. When you get through running, sister, when you get through, just come right on back around and he waiting on you. I love you. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. I promise you. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. Okay, before I get out of here, y'all know I got to shout out my brother Kendrick Lamar. Spotify said Kendrick Lamar has surpassed 7 billion. Surpassed. So it was a little bit over, right? He surpassed 7 billion streams. Shout out to K. Dot. We love you over here on the Miss Tia Show. You know that. Plus, K. Dot will be going back onto the Grand National. We'll be back on tour December the 3rd. I'm so excited. Australia, get ready. Get ready. You guys get to experience what we all know about this young man here in the States. Man, one of the greatest moments and prophets of this time. time. We love him. Listen, he didn't call himself no prophet. This just something we do. We call him the hip hop prophet because everything he have said throughout this year, last year, have came to pass. So shout out to K Dot surpassing 7 billion streams. Man, that is so dope, man. Shout out to Dot. LA, y'all got it over there. Man, they talking about hip hop dead. Lies. And anyway, listen, make sure y'all look out for the battle for next 2 times in Alabama finest honeycomb brazen. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.